have to begin this with a disclaimer. I hope you girls won't be too disappointed. Of course, you have a little bit of an idea from your program. I have never saved a life. I have never served in the military or been a first responder. I have made no contributions to science. And in addition, I've never run for or been elected to public office. The only reason that I am here today is that I am a member of the class of 1953 at Trinity, and my wonderful classmates at our last reunion, evidently, promoted me for this honor, which I am very touched and honored to receive, and I must say a little embarrassed by it, especially comparing myself to the other two recipients. However, the first thing that I learned at Trinity was the importance of kindness. You hear a lot today about random acts of kindness, but random or not, they're important. In those days at Trinity, there were over 1,000 students here, which is a wonderful thing, except if you don't know a single person. Those first few days, everyone is nervous. Of course, you don't know that. You think it's only you. Worrying to get to the right room, bring the right books and notebooks, and trying not to look stupid. But somehow, you get through the day. But the worst part was the end of the day when the bell rang. That's when everyone joyously regrouped with their grade school friends, there may be people from their neighborhood, and everyone hurried out to get on the right bus or catch a ride or maybe walk. But I was alone. My dear father drove me every morning, but afternoon I was on my own. So after a couple of days, a girl I had just met asked where I lived, and she said, "Oh, well, you live farther, but if you'd like to, you could walk home with me and some of my friends." If I'd like to, I was thrilled. It made such a difference, and I have never forgotten Janice Hartel and her wonderful act of kindness. The next thing I learned at Trinity was how to study, how to budget my time, and the importance and the joy of learning. Now, it may sound strange to call it a joy because it's hard work to learn, but it is a joy that will keep you in pleasure and in knowledge all your life. The first thing your education does is it's a door opener. And the first door that is opened is the one to your next area of education. For me, as was noted, it was St. Mary's College in Indiana, a wonderful choice. Your education is certainly a block builder, and I think a confidence builder. A good example of this is your education here at Trinity certainly can't teach you everything. It will simply give you the tools. When I was at Trinity, we had no computer courses, which was understandable because there were no computers. However, I'm delighted with so many of my friends and classmates who have, over the years, adapted, learned to enjoy the use of computers and the internet, and it has really changed our life and gone a long way in keeping us together. So that's just a good example. As life went on, my Trinity connections continued. As was noted, I was thrilled when our daughter Elizabeth was at Trinity, and I began to see the school from a different perspective, that of a parent. In her senior year, I was president of the Mothers Club. The next year, I was offered the position in the front office, which I held for 32 years. I guess you could say I liked the job. During those years, I had the privilege of watching several thousand Trinity students come through school. They were little young girls when they came, and they were young women when they left. What a privilege that was to watch that process. And I might say, it was never a dull day around here. After that, I would have to say that our class at Trinity has been very close always. It began at an early reunion, or after we'd been out a while. Someone, and I always think it was Lois Steenhausen, who got up and said, you know, this is crazy. We get together every 5 years. We have a wonderful time. We have so much to share. Why would we wait 5 years? So for 26 years, we have been getting together in the summer for a mini reunion. We alternate between Lake Geneva in Wisconsin and the Long Beach, Grand Beach area along Lake Michigan. Thanks to some of our very generous classmates, we've been able to stay overnight most of the time at somebody's house. But one way or the other, everyone in the class is invited. We have a lunch when we gather, we have dinner, we have, you might say, pajama parties, and then breakfast the next day. All in all, it has been a true bonding experience, and we've all gotten even closer over the years. Not everyone can come, but they're all included. And if you come once, you want to keep on coming. No one in my age group likes the term old friends. It's the old word we don't like. However, there is something special about your old friends. They are the people that you grew up with. There's no need for pretense with them. They know the unvarnished truth about you. They're there to celebrate the good times of life and to buoy you up when life's bumps come along, as they will. When I was growing up, one of the phrases that I remember being used was, bloom where you are planted. I always liked that. And I'd like to leave you girls with this thought. No one knows where your lives will take you. But never forget your roots and bloom where you are planted. Thank you.